Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome freaking back. As you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, it is Vlogmas Day 3. It is also 11 days until the winter solstice. Imagine transforming the darkest night of the year into your most captivating literary adventure. The winter solstice, as much as it is the longest day of the year, it doesn't have to be awful. It can be the perfect excuse to bring literature in to lighten up the darkness, to bring light into the dark. So join me as I give you some book recommendations for the longest night of the year. These books offer true solace and escapism, and one of these books I've not read. So if you guys choose to pick this up on the solstice, know that you and I will be reading the same exact book. But without further ado, let's get into Vlogmas Day 3. The winter solstice is coming up. The winter solstice is on December the 21st, and it is, as of right now, the day that this video comes out, it is December the 10th. So there are 11 days. So I am giving you guys 11 days in advance to go pick up these books from the library or pick up these books from a bookstore. But we're going to talk about some traditions and some key facts and things like that about the winter solstice. It is the shortest day and the longest night of the year because the world's tilted. The pole is angled away from the sun, is basically what I'm trying to say. So the winter solstice is kind of seen as a time of reflection, a time of celebrating the promise of renewed life, some triumphs, some light in the darkness, as I said earlier. I always forget whenever the winter solstice is coming up, and then I'm like, why is this day so short and why is the night so long? Like, what is happening? So with that being said, let's get into, if you see me looking over here, my notes are over here. So with these books, we are going to change the winter solstice from something to dread and something that kind of drags on as something to enjoy. So I am going to give you guys 3 book recommendations. They are going to be a mystery, a romance, and a sci-fi, a fantasy / sci-fi. So I'm giving you guys plenty of different genres to pick from, and you don't even have to listen to me. If you guys want to read different books for the winter solstice, that's fine. But without further ado, we are going to get into book number 1, which is mysteries and thrillers. So with the mysteries and thrillers, the way that I am symbolizing mysteries and thrillers for the winter solstice is by illuminating the shadows. So as much as it is a mystery, we get to solve said mystery, we get to go through said mystery. Now, to be fair, this is the book that I have not read yet. My great aunt gave this to me at Thanksgiving and told me that I would enjoy it, so what better time to read it than the winter solstice? It's the longest night of the year. So we are going to be reading during the winter solstice The Sugar Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke. This is a holiday mystery, and it's also got some recipes in it, but I am going to read you what this says. It says, "The holidays are icing on the cake for bakery owner Hannah Swenson. Surrounded by her loved ones, she has all the ingredients for a perfect Christmas until murder's added to the mix. When it comes to holidays, Minnesotans rise to the occasion, and the little town of Lake Eden is baking up a storm with Hannah leading the way. The annual Christmas buffet is the final test of the recipes Hannah has collected for the Lake Eden Holiday Buffet Cookbook. While Hannah is baking the day's goodiest, start with the best Lake Eden culinary creations. Add 2 of Hannah's sometime boyfriends, a pinch of her ready-to-pop pregnant sister, and a dash of her mother and a new significant other, an actual British lord, and what do you get? A recipe for disaster. But the juiciest ingredients is yet to come. The recently divorced Martin Dubinsky arrives at the buffet with his new Vegas showgirl wife, all wrapped up in glitter and fur. His ex-wife, however, seems as cool as chilled eggnog, and when Hannah's mother's antique Christmas why can't I read today? When Hannah's mother's antique Christmas cake knife disappears, its discovery is the décolletage of the new and now late Mrs. Dubinsky puts the festivities on ice. With everyone stranded at the community center by a blizzard, Hannah puts her investigative skills to the test using the ingredients at hand, half the town of Lake Eden and a killer. Now, as the snowdrifts get higher, it's up to Hannah to dig out all of the clues and make sure that this white Christmas doesn't bring any more deadly tidings. This one is going to amplify just your night. It's going to give you some thrilling moments. It's going to give you some captivating moments. It's definitely going to be something that I will be reading on the winter solstice. So we are definitely going to be reading The Sugar Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke during this winter solstice. The next book that we are going to be talking about is a heartwarming narrative, aka the way that I am symbolizing it for the solstice, is a blanket of words, something that's just so cozy. And what do we want to do on the longest night of the year? Get super cozy, get a blanket, bring out some ambiance, just really enjoy the night as much as you can. So we are going to be talking about a cozy romance, which is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This is book number 1 in the Maple Hills series, but this follows Stassi and Nate, and Nate is a hockey player and Stassi is a figure skater, and their school ends up having to have the figure skaters and the hockey players share ice for the time being because something crazy happens with a rivalry school. So Icebreaker is kind of the wraparound of this story. The story is so cozy, it's so cute, and it's really, I mean, it's hockey season, it's cold out, this is a hockey romance. What better time to read hockey romances than during the winter and during hockey season? So I would highly recommend this book. So this says, Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California, Maple Hills, and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as team captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they're forced to share the rink with figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look to Nate to take her spot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she could never like a hockey player, right? This book really is just so warm and cozy. I highly recommend you read this during the winter solstice. It cannot get any better than this. And then going into our sci-fi / fantasy, this one is a really immersive book. I really enjoyed that about this book. This is not a 5-star book for me by any means. It's not a 5-star, but I really enjoyed it and I really felt immersed with the book, and I will get into that in a minute. But we are talking about Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is by Heather Fawcett. I really did enjoy this book. It's not to say I didn't enjoy this book, but the way that I'm saying that it's immersive is things like this. Hold on, I literally just scrolled past. Things like this, where we have footnotes and things at the bottom of the pages, because this is it's an academic journal from Emily Wilde, which is our main character. So it is an encyclopedia. She is studying fae and she's studying just creatures pretty much. And so she ends up at this area and she is studying, and while she is studying she is giving us her notes. It just really feels so immersive. I love that. But let's go ahead and read what is on the back of this. It says, a curmudgeonly professor journeys to a small town in the far north to study fairy folklore and discovers dark fae magic, friendship, and love. Cambridge professor Emily Wilde is good at many things. She's the foremost expert on fairies. She's a genius scholar and a meticulous researcher who's writing the world's first encyclopedia of fairy lore. But Emily Wilde is not good at people. She could never make small talk at a party or even get invited to one. And she prefers the company of her books, her dog Shadow, and the fair folk to other people. So when she arrives in the hardscrabble village of Rafsvik, Emily has no intention of befriending the gruff townsfolk, nor does she care to spend time with another new arrival, her dashing and insufferably handsome academic rival, Wendell Bamblebee, who manages to charm the townsfolk, muddle Emily's research, and utterly confound and frustrate her. But as Emily gets closer and closer to uncovering the secrets of the Hidden Ones, the most elusive of all fairies, lurking in the shadowy forest outside the town, she also finds herself on the trail of another mystery. Who is Wendell Bamblebee, and what does he really want? To find the answer, she'll have to unlock the greatest mystery of all, her own heart. So, the reason I did not rate this a 5-star was because there was so much dialogue in this that I could not pronounce, no matter how hard I tried. I was just having to jump over words, I was having to jump over locations, I was having to pretend that I was understanding what was going on whenever I really didn't. But overall, this was a fantastic book, and it really does immerse you into this story. You really do feel like you are right next to Emily while she's doing this research. You really do get to know Emily and Wendell during this entire story. I really enjoyed this one a lot. So, let's talk about the wide range of genres that I have chosen for you and all of the books that I have chosen for you. So, starting with sci-fi and fantasy, Journeys Beyond the Veil, which is how I am categorizing this for the solstice. But Journeys Beyond the Veil, we are talking about Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is a sci-fi fantasy. I would highly recommend this book. It is so much fun, but I would maybe put on the audiobook as well, especially with those really hard to understand words. Then we are talking heartwarming narratives, A Blanket of Warmth, which is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. If you guys are hockey fans, if you guys are figure skating lovers, I would highly recommend this book. This book is on the naughty side though, so to my younger audience, do not go behind your parents' backs. Do not go behind your guardians' backs. Let them make decisions for you. It's better for your brain to not experience things too early, okay? Got it? Got it. I would highly recommend Icebreaker though for my older audience. And my younger audience, if you want to read these books, please talk to your parents first. That's all there. I would highly recommend this if you guys are into figure skating and hockey. This is a perfect book to cuddle up with on the winter solstice. And then the last book that we talked about in this video was Mysteries and Thrillers, or Illuminating the Shadows, which is Sugar Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke. I'm super excited to read this winter. I think that this is going to be a really interesting and really fun book. I also love that they kind of immerse you in the story as well, because there are recipes to follow as well. So, with that being said, these are all of the books that I recommend that you guys read during the winter solstice. These are going to be your winter solstice reading buddies. These are going to make you feel so good during the longest night of the year, a day that usually feels so horrible, it feels bleak, it just does not feel like a very good day. Make it a good day with some fantastic literature. That's all you need sometimes, really. So, what are you guys reading during this solstice? If you do not know what you're reading during this solstice, I hope you pick up these. But if you guys are reading something different, I really would like for you guys to leave me a comment downstairs and let me know what you guys are going to be reading. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment downstairs. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.